Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to this new YouTube video. In today's video, we will be discussing the current state of Bitcoin and my preferred scenarios for the upcoming month of October. Also, we will be going over Chainlink, which has been going on a pretty big run over here and right now is correcting heavily, as we can see. So also for Chainlink, we will look for potential trade scenarios. But first, I want to dive into Bitcoin because we can see that Bitcoin since the 14th of September, so that is over 2 weeks already, almost 3 weeks, has been trading in this extremely boring and also very choppy range. What do I mean by that? Well, we can see that the price has been going up and down swiftly a couple of times, and in between we have seen a very boring price action. Okay, every time we went up, the move couldn't continue and instead we went down again. Okay, so we could see the exact same thing happening over here as well. And right here we got a pretty steep move towards the downside, couldn't continue, went up, went down, couldn't continue, and we kept on chopping. Okay, so right now we have two very important areas where I am interested in potential trade setups. So over here we have the buy side liquidity, which is being supported by even more liquidity because of these highs over here and this high over here, which means a lot of people are putting their stops of their short positions above these highs, and the market makers will try to hunt those stops. Okay, so that means the market makers always are trying to push the price towards the area where the most amount of liquidity is. In this case, it is above this high. Okay, on top of that, above that high, we have a lot of unfilled imbalances, which means that the price was moving way too fast and those imbalances haven't been filled yet, which means there's also a lot of liquidity and a lot of orders to be filled inside of this area over here. On the other hand, we have these equal lows over here, which means the price bounced from the exact same price twice. What does it mean? A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are putting their stops below these lows, which means there's a lot of liquidity below these lows. So on the top side, we have a lot of liquidity above the buy side liquidity, above the BSL right over here. And we have these equal lows below, which also offers a lot of liquidity. Right now, my preferred scenario, and I also believe that this will happen for Bitcoin, is to take out this buy side liquidity over here, fill at least some of these imbalances that we see over here, in which the market makers will try to fill their bigger short orders, will try to sell their buy positions. And that is also where we will look for short positions on Bitcoin, swing short positions, okay? Because when we go up first and we break this high over here, this high over here, lots of people will probably get extremely bullish. Instead, we remember that we have these equal lows over here that have not been taken out yet, and the market makers will take out those lows before moving the price up further. So what we do right over here in this area, we will look for swing short positions, not only on Bitcoin, but also on altcoins. Once we have taken out these equal lows over here, I think there's a decent probability that we will also visit the June low right over here, which is around 17.6k. Okay, so that is also definitely an area where we all know is a lot of liquidity for Bitcoin, a lot of unfilled orders below that low, a lot of stops below that low. And also if we zoom in, we can see that we have a wick on the 4-hourly time frame over here, which has not been filled yet. And we all know those wicks, they tend to get filled because also those wicks leave behind a lot of liquidity. Okay, so my preferred scenario for Bitcoin remains the same right now, in which we take out this base cell over here and then we visit these equal lows over here. Okay, until we get a clear direction for Bitcoin, I suggest we remain flat for most of the time and just look for quick scalps, quick in and out, until we get a clear breakout or a clear breakdown out of this very choppy range. Okay guys, so that is very important to remember, and right now we just have to wait for Bitcoin to give us a direction. Then we move over to Chainlink, which is looking pretty interesting. Okay, so right over here we have these highs that got taken out right over here. We can see all of these wicks getting created at the top side, What does that indicate? Well, these wicks at the top side of the candles, they show that there's a lot of sell pressure, a lot of bigger players filling their bigger short orders, and a lot of breakout traders getting trapped. So every time the price breaks the previous highs, retail traders FOMO into long positions, FOMO into buy positions, but instead the market makers use those breakout traders to fill their own short orders, and that we can see by these big wicks being created. But we also know that a big wick like this, like we just talked about on Bitcoin, we see it also right here on Chainlink. That leaves behind a lot of liquidity because price has been moving too fast and bigger players didn't have the time to fill their short orders right over there. So in this case, this wick is definitely a point of interest for us. So we want to look for potential long because we have also been breaking market structure over here. Okay, so right over here, bearish market structure. But by breaking this high over here, we have created some bullish market structure for Chainlink. So right now we are looking for a potential buy position. We can see right over here, we have a 4-hour demand area. So that is definitely an area where we could look for potential long position. Why? Because we have these two lows over here, and we have some unfilled imbalances below these lows with this quick hour 4 candle, okay? And we want those imbalances to get filled. On top of that, we do enter a big demand area over here. So by filling these imbalances and entering this demand area, that would be the perfect area for Chainlink to form a potential higher low before filling this wick and maybe even make a potential higher high. Okay, right now we want to look for some confluences. So what we want to do is we take the Fibonacci retracement tool, swing low to swing high. You can see beautifully the 0.786 Fibonacci level is also in that area, which is nice confluence, obviously. Then on the daily time frame, we can see on top of that 0.786 Fib level, we also have a daily level of support, also in that area, in the demand area. Very nice confluence once again. Okay, then we can go on the monthly time frame, and on the monthly time frame, we can see that a little bit lower, we have the monthly level of support, okay, which is extremely strong high-term support for Chainlink. So we have some extremely nice confluences right here for Chainlink, in which we have a daily level, monthly level, and also the 0.5 Fib level at the demand area for Chainlink. We can even take a look at the fixed range volume profile of this massive, nice range on Chainlink. If we take a look at this volume area, we can see that we do have a little volume node over here, which is at the top of the demand area. So also nice confluence based on volume, guys. Maybe we do have some EMAs, but I don't believe that we do. On the 4-hourly time frame, no, all the EMAs are above. On the daily time frame as well. Probably on 12, yes, hour 12, also all the EMAs above that area. But still, this is a very nice confluence, a very strong demand area where we could look for a potential long position, something like this. So we can maybe enter at the volume level, but we can also wait until we go a bit deeper into the demand area near the daily level of support, near the 0.5 Fib, and then we put our stop loss below the previous low and we target this wick. These wicks, they either get filled completely or they get filled for 50%. What we do, we take the Fibonacci retracement and we see that the 0.5, so the halfway of that wick, is around 8.37. That is also where we will put our stop loss, our take profit for this long position on Chainlink, and we get a beautiful 7.8 RR trade. Obviously, we don't take full profit at the final take profit. We are looking to take multiple profits, but that is obviously up to you. On your way up, never forget to take multiple profits and never forget to put your stop loss to your entry price once we see a nice bounce. Okay, guys? So on Chainlink, this is a potential setup that I'm looking at. Also, obviously, we have to take into account what Bitcoin is doing. But this is what I'm looking at for Chainlink and for Bitcoin, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this has given you a certain direction for the upcoming week, but also for the upcoming month of October. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will be on Wednesday, guys. Definitely also make sure to follow me on Twitter right over here, almost at 1,500 followers. And also make sure to follow me on all of my other socials. All the links will be in the description. And also make sure to join our Telegram and Discord group. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Bye bye.